terminus of the Western and Atlantic Railroad, where the sound of that train horn can still be heard inside the magnificent Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. On the visiting sideline, there you see Packer head coach Matt LaFleur. His guys coming in feeling pretty good and ready to prove they're the superior team in the conference. On the other side, Falcons head coach Raheem Morris. His guys earned the right to host this game, and now just one win away from solidifying their spot as the best team in the conference. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And a short pickup to about the 25.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Ready?
Play fake. Here's Love. It's Williams on the catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Yeah, on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then it opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Whoa! It still won't go down. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes us to the Falcons' 22. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Throw left side complete. That's Reed. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jaden Reed, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers have struck first in this NFC title game. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the result, a Green Bay score. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. And a glance here at the southpaw, who will be calling the plays under center.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And a work forward for about 4 as they get him down at the 29-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's second down and 5. Here's Penix. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
Looking to throw, Penix. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Penix working out of the gun here. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They are going for it. Penix working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go now. 19-18.
A give left side to Robinson. Fights through it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are 1 game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
Back to Robinson now on first down. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Second down and 6 now. Now Penix. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Algier will try to pick it up. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack him because right now...
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
95.
Love looking to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On play action, Love to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment.
That was stupid.
But what a great first answer from them, that big play right there.
Quick, yellow.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Here's Love. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Love now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And this one's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And looking to throw, Penix. He's got his target. That's complete. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way down to the 29. 7-7, our score after 1. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw with Penix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
To the air, Penix. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Coup for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Bijan Robinson. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
.38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Love, they go play action now. Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On the set.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Set, go. Red, 38. Set.
Jacobs going to try the middle. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Throw left side complete. That's Castillo. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Quick, yellow.
On 1st down, it's Samuels. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Ready. Cut.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Check right.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it. Looking to put a drive together. A play fake. Now Penix. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. They'll go play action here with Penix. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. And now it's third down and inches. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. That's caught by Tucker. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on third and inches.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
That was supposed to be a smoke screen.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Set. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Set go.
Algier going straight ahead. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Cut 19. Cut
2nd
19.
and 11. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down.
Head to 60. Head to 60. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Back to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Here we go. Here we go. Set go. 70 Lion. Ready. Hut.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A 29-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And last time they coughed it up. led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved though if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Throwing. Love. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. It will go down as a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now Love. Same target. It's Jacobs again. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Here's Penix. That one into the hands of Flowers.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw, Penix.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now they'll audible to something else. On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
32-yard line.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now Penix. This pass is caught by London.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Penix to the air once more.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Only able to gain a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw again is Penix. He'll try to pick it up himself. And that is incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down. Fourth down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense heading back for one final first-half drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here now, 2nd and 4. On play action. Love to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and putting the ball in jeopardy.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will do it for this first half. So halftime now here on Sunday night primetime. Let's get it to Scott Hansen in Orlando.
Our look around the NFL starts now. It begins at Gillette Stadium. The Patriots at home to take on the Bengals. And it's Stephon Diggs. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. It's a 48-yard touchdown. The Patriots do it again. In an unlikely path to the Super Bowl, they found their way as champions of the AFC.
Interesting.
And here's a look at the current playoff bracket in the NFL playoffs. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, They go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
At the 43-yard line.
And now they'll shift things around. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
This 2nd and 4. And looking to throw, Penix. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They'll throw with Penix. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, You know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
That false start costly. Moves them back to the 9 now, 1st and goal.
Panther 60. Panther 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Let's go.
To the air. Penix. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, check up.
Algier is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. Robinson. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack to stop him short of the 1st. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So that was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
To throw now, here's Love. Got Dobbs over the middle. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Love looking to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
It's a gain of 32.
Love now. And he's got it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Come on, set Smith red.
Love will sneak it. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Yep. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordan Love punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
And he will get into the end zone, and a 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. And that almost makes it a brand-new ball game. Now it's a one. Or fair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Looking to put a drive together. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
We're in the third quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On third down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth.
Ready.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Robinson up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
They'll set up to throw.
That's caught by Tucker.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Back to throw here.
Open man is Tucker.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Let's go. 18, come.
A give left side to Robinson.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now, and that's a heck of a run.
They'll run here with Algier.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. no gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Algier again. And this time he is in for a Falcon touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Tyler Algier capping things off with a touchdown. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing. Love. That's complete to Dobbs. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Dobbs, 79 yards. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Point after, right down the middle. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Nothing I can do about that. I swatted, but he doesn't fuck with defense.
As here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. Looking to throw, Penix. That's caught by Tucker. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A play fake. Now Penix. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Mikey, big team.
Here's Penix. Into the hands of London. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He's up north of 100 yards receiving now in this NFC Championship game. And it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready?
Algier now up the middle. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Falcons! Tyler Algier with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Falcons are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Tyler Algier capping things off with a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Green Bay about set for another series. Here comes Romeo Doubs. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. Here's Love. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lee. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
At the 36-yard line.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
That's another Packers first down.
Love. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Love. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. There he goes, left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So a fourth-quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing.
That's the game.
That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Koo now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. On the give, here's Robinson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ready? Bronco 80.
And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Similar score to the 2016 NFC Championship Goof game.
Already know I got shit on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play on control. Precious on the globe. Got trying to snatch out my soul. Running back pockets on swole. Young, got a whole lot can see flow. Turn money up to a whole nother level. Don't know no better. When I got rich and eat, no coming slow, 6 racks on the floor.
And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory. Moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling.
Penix won MVP. Now let's win the Super Bowl finally. Go Falcons.
Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew will see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
It'll be my first Madden 26 Super Bowl win. We will be playing the Patriots.